Hi everybody, Terrible Shoes back at it again, and for today's video we're going to be checking out something I think is a little interesting. Phantasmal Flames did not come out too long ago as of the recording of this video. By the time it's out, I'm actually not sure if we'll have our next set out, Ascended Heroes, already, but that's just adding some of the context here. So, but with that being said, there are already bootleg booster boxes of these sets available very shortly after they come out. And I wanted to open one I bought a while back, but I got kind of sidetracked with work. And I want to show you just like how quickly they are bootlegging these sets. So here we have a Mega Evolutions booster box. And now at this angle right here, it does not look too different from the real one outside of the wrapping, in my opinion. I think the wrapping is a big giveaway that this is a counterfeit. But to the untrained eye and to someone who's not really into Pokemon, they might see this on a dollar store counter or a grocery store counter or anywhere. Really, you see these types of packs all over the place in dollar stores. We see them in delis sometimes. They pretty much everywhere. I've even seen counterfeit cards at 7-Elevens before. But I want to open this with you and show you just how it's not quite as real as it may come off to certain people. So to start things off, before we swap perspectives and open some of the packs in this, I want to show you the booster box itself. This is for Mega Evolution. And you can even see here, it says that it includes the box topper, which I think is really funny. Because I'm actually going to see, I wonder if they actually included one. I'm going to assume it's no, but we're going to take a look at that in a second. So this is the box. It is wrapped in the front. They did a pretty good job, sort of-ish, to wrap it, even including the Pokemon saran wrap now. The back, not so much. That's really where the whole illusion falls apart. So before we open this, I want to show you some things that prove your box is a counterfeit if you buy it. So let's take that off, and now we've got our Mega Evolution box without the wrapping on it. And just as I had suspected, they didn't even bother including the box topper or a counterfeit box topper. And something else you might immediately notice right out of the gate is how the packs are lined up this way as opposed to facing frontward like they should be. Now, these are they should be facing that way, as most of you would know. So, let's go take, we're going to swap perspectives and we're going to take a look at what the counterfeits inside of these packs look like. And I don't really have any English Mega Evolution on hand because I actually haven't bought any to compare this to, but we're going to take a look at the quality of the cards and everything compared to how English cards normally are. With that being said, I know this was a long intro, but I am Terrible Shoes. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And comment down below if you've ever seen any bootlegs like this out in the wild. Now let's swap over and see what we've got here. Okay, everybody, we are back. Oh, hold on, let me fix that a little more. Sorry about that. We are about down to our top-down perspective, behind the camera, basically. And actually, I'm going to be very real with these packs. Other than some slight coloration issues, the camera isn't picking this up particularly well. These look very close to original Mega Evolutions packs. However, the way they open certainly does not. And oof, look at that back already. We have washed out colors, which is always a sign of a counterfeit. So now let's see. Oh, baby, we're starting off strong. We pulled a Lieutenant Surge's bargain in our very first pack. And here is a great way to tell that these are fake. There is no texturing on this whatsoever. And the cards have a very, I hate to say this, a very chemically smell to them. But I will say this, though, the quality on the non-holographic cards and is really, really good compared to normal, minus that washed out backing. And I actually can see where improvements are being made to these counterfeits in order to, oh, look at this one. You could actually see that they must have used, they actually, wow, no way. They actually textured this one at least a little bit. And that is a, let me see, can I pick up the texturing on it? Yes, I can. We can pick up some very weird base texturing for something else that they must have used. And they just slapped it on the card. And so also another thing that we're going to point out here, very obviously, is that the cards, your rare, would never be the first card in the slot. Scarlet and Violet and onward now have your hit, holographic, whatever you want to call it. It will always be in the back like this, like how it should be. You would also have an energy in the back of your pack as well. And let me see, you also wouldn't be getting multiple rares in a pack like you just saw. And we have our Mega Venusaur EX that, shockingly enough, is also textured with the same square stamped on texturing. Very interesting. I'm going to only open a few more of these to show you what these look like, and the rest will be getting tossed. I am not giving these out to anybody. I'm not doing anything like that. Let's open up another pack, and just want to see if we can get some other stuff here. Okay, oh, they actually included an energy finally. We have a Kyogre, which is a rare, and another energy. That's completely wrong. And of course, we have our first SIR, and the SIR is what they choose not to texture as well. Very, very interesting stuff. There is a full 36 packs in here. And this cost me about $12 altogether off of, you guessed it, AliExpress. So we're going to open a couple more packs and see what we get. We got an IR Steelix, or a illustration rare Steelix. Very nice card when it's real and not a counterfeit, but you get what I'm saying here. This is not going to be much longer, this video. I just wanted to kind of show off what we got here. And then we have another Gardevoir. This one, another full art. This one follows a somewhat different texture. Wait, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does the square. No, this one does not follow the squares. This has more of like a zigzaggy texture on it. And I think that this is actually a very scary thing. So I'm going to explain myself very quickly. We're not going to be opening any more packs, by the way. These are not real packs, and there is no need to continue opening the booster box unless, I mean, why not? We'll open a couple more just for fun. But what's very scary about this is I feel like counterfeit cards are on their way to becoming very close to the real thing. As the years have been going on, we have been seeing more and more texturing improvement, and other things like matching the actual quality, at least on the front of the card, as an English card. Okay, so now we have, here's a little issue here. We have a full art with no texturing. It just seems to be completely randomized. There is just no logic to how they do it. So the reason that this is a big issue is that as the years have been going on, texturing has been getting far better on counterfeits. However, the only thing that really, I think will forever hold counterfeits back, at least in my opinion, we opened another pack and got another full art, completely impossible in a regular setting with cards. This scares me because we're going to get to a point where counterfeits are close enough to the real thing that people might not actually be able to tell. eBay sellers a lot of the time don't show the back of the card, especially if they're not trying to sell you something that they're claiming will be a high value, high grade card. A lot of the times they'll just show you the front and any edging issues or damage on the card. And I feel like this is going to be something that people will use to their advantage in the future. And we'll see once counterfeits get good enough, and I have to be completely honest with you, I think it's not going to be very far off from now, maybe a couple more years. You will be seeing big issues like this in the future. And if I am wrong, you can always come back to this video and call me a big dummy. I mean, if anyone even watches it, that is. But I actually am very confident on this one. I think I'm going to be right in this situation. And I think trading cards will eventually face a major counterfeiting issue, especially Pokemon cards. However, one thing that will always hold them back is the coloring. They can never seem to get the coloring right on counterfeits, and I think that will be the ultimate downfall in the end. That will more than likely halt progress if I'm incorrect in what I said before, but otherwise I think that this will become a huger issue in the future, and I really makes me a little disappointed. Really, really annoying, if I'm going to be real with you. And of course, the other giveaway will be that they can't even bother including, you know, the bonus card that is advertised on the box. That's another thing that will ultimately defeat them in the end, of course, though. So I'm going to cut a video here. We're not going to really open anymore. There's no need to. I'm Terrible Shoes. Please, when you are buying your cards, especially newer sets, make sure that you if you don't know personally, make sure there is someone with you that does know about trading cards. And always thoroughly inspect your singles before buying them, because you could wind up with, well, a fake that just looks really good from the front. That's about it for today's video. Thank you so much for checking me out. Leave a like, subscribe on my channel, and also throw a comment down below if you've, you know, pretty much if you've ever seen these anywhere, especially if you've seen any of the newer sets, counterfeits of them laying around in local areas or stores. You know, a lot of people have malls where pop-up shops will open up and these types of things are sold there. So if you've ever seen that, let me know down below. Thank you all for the support as always, and I will see you all in the next video. Again, thank you a ton, and I will see you then.